shower, so I don't want to get run over here. So I'm going over to a restaurant called Garage Sale, and they do like burgers and bar food, but they specialize in mac and cheese and different kinds. And they put an ad on Instagram that they have mac and cheese spring rolls, so they're like with bacon in it. So we're gonna go check that out. This is Lanka Lane. I did a video here about the cell phone plans and everything. Patio, that's a cool bar. On the rooftop there's a pool. There's like a pool lounge area on top of this hotel here that's you can go hang out, like even if you're not staying at the hotel, you can go hang out up there. I did a short there once. Yeah, I'm in Phnom Penh. You mean from Kampot? That was just a one-day adventure. So I'm going over to a restaurant called Garage Sale. And they do lots of food, but they really specialize on mac and cheese. I just said all this, but people are joining. And they just opened. They opened at 5. It's probably like 10 after 5 now. So I'll probably be the first customer. But they're putting mac and cheese inside a spring roll with bacon. So we're gonna try that. And it said Mondays, they call it Mac and Cheese Monday. Any paying customer gets a complimentary like serving of mac and cheese. So I'll get spring rolls and a little thing of mac and cheese. How much is the range of rice in the market there? I'm not sure. All my meals I eat out. Here's the place. So we just came down here. It's like little side street. Kind of like how I always show Basak Lane. This is called Lanka Lane. It's just around the corner from me, like maybe 2 blocks away. Hi. I'd sit here.
Did you come alone?
Yeah.
One person?
Yeah, okay, I could just sit up here.
Yeah.
I saw on Instagram that you might have spring rolls with mac and cheese inside. Do you have that?
Today we have only 3 mac and cheese. The spring roll we got to another bar.
Oh, okay.
So we're not going to be able to put spring roll here.
That's okay. So the spring rolls are at another location. I guess I have to change the title of this one. Can I get lemon pepper wings? Just 6?
How many please?
6?
Okay. Would you like to get a drink?
And can I have a Carlsberg draft?
Okay. Can you give me one moment? I think this is one.
No problem, yeah. You guys got any other questions? So you might have saw the short I posted. Was that yesterday? I had a show at Backstreet Bar last Friday. I was playing bass for my friend Woody. We're called Woody and the Frog Eaters because he's French. And in the short, I put one of his songs. That's like one of the songs we played. And I haven't gone live in a while. I think since the last time I went live. Now I found work. Remember, I've been looking for like some teaching on the side. And I've done a few lessons. It's going really well so far. So it's like mostly an older age group, like teaching adult age.
Long ơi, ba, Mia. You want any mac and cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. Một lóng số mac and cheese muối không không?
And I posted a video recently about a bunch of things you shouldn't do in Cambodia, like cultural things you shouldn't do. If you want to check that out. Thanks. It's nice. Got a Carlsberg. Some popcorn. If you're watching this later, if you have questions about teaching, you can just put a comment or, find me on Instagram, DM me. If you want to know more about the job I got, maybe message me in private. I don't want to broadcast it. Because then it posts and it's up there and I'm saying names of things and names and numbers. I don't want to. But if you're interested for a specific reason or whatever, you could message me privately and I can tell you about it. What's up, Craig? Craig in Cambodia, go check out that channel. He's DJing Monday, Wednesday, Friday at Secrets. Is that right? I just saw your post. The biggest bar in Phnom Penh. It's there's dancer girls in there though. So if you think it's a classy Valentine's date dinner spot, it's not. It's not the right place. So if you're just joining, I made it to the restaurant because I saw a post that they're gonna have these spring rolls with mac and cheese, but apparently there's another location and that's where they're doing it. I thought this was the only location. This happened to me before, but I tried to get delivery and it wasn't working, and it was like, oh, you have to come in. So now this time I'm like, okay, I figured it out. So I come in, but they have another location. It's all good. So I got wings, and then because it's Monday, they got mac and cheese Monday here. So if you're buying anything, they give you complimentary mac and cheese. But I think it's like a smaller portion because it's free. Hey, Os Killer B. I'm at a restaurant called Garage Sale. They have lots of different food and burgers and sandwiches, but they do mac and cheese, like they specialize in that. I got chicken wings and some mac and cheese. Os Killer B says he'll be in Cambodia in March. It's coming up, man. What is it now? It's halfway through February. It's like the 12th or something, right? Yeah. Craig says he loves mac and cheese. They're on, I think they're on Nam 24. But then when they do these special things like the spring rolls, you have to go in. And I thought I had it figured out. But they're still doing the free mac here, so. I got wings and a beer, then I'll get free mac and cheese with it. And they gave me popcorn. Can't stop eating it. That's one thing about Cambodia, actually. Like, you never see popcorn anywhere. I guess if you go to like a big grocery store, you can get the microwave popcorn, but most of the time you won't have a microwave, so it's not like. And they don't have like Smart Pop here, like like a bag of popcorn. And then sometimes you'll find it, but it's all like candy coated, like caramel popcorn or candy popcorn. And it's like I just want regular popcorn. So that's why I can't stop eating it right now. You know where you can get popcorn here is right by the riverside or right by big parks where there's lots of birds, because then people come with popcorn machines and they sell like bags of popcorn so you can feed all the pigeons and the birds. But you could just buy it and eat it. Have you tried the Cambodian waffles yet? Like on the street? Yeah. It's pretty good. They have this like stone thing with fire in it, and they have like a clamper waffle press, and they put the batter in, and then after a while they flip it over and do the other side, and then they unclamp it open. Is that what you mean? Comes out looking like a thick Belgian waffle, like a thick waffle. Maybe you mean something else. Thanks. Cool. I got some Mac. Return of the Mac. Really cheesy. It's like crispy on top. It's good. You can taste garlic too. They zhuzhed it up. They like made it a little bit elevated. It's good too. You can tell it's seasoned. I think if you don't, it'd be like missing salt. But this tastes like you can taste salt. It's good. This side's better. Does anyone have any questions about teaching? If you're interested in like moving abroad or teaching abroad, even in Vietnam as well, you could follow in my footsteps. I put a link in the description for the TESOL course I took, and it basically, if you just follow through all the steps of that, they help you with all what you need to get into the country. They teach you everything you need to know to be a teacher, and then at the end, and then during the course you get practice in real schools, and then by the end you get lined up with a job placement. And that's in Vietnam or Cambodia. In Vietnam though, you have to have a degree. That's why I'm in Cambodia. It can also be done online if you'd rather chip away at it at home. The real program's in the country, or you could do it online at home. If you're already a teacher, they have another thing for job assistance too. So if you're teaching like in China, or you used to do it, or you're just unsure how to like start looking, like where do you get the ball rolling to start getting interviews and stuff, you could take their job assistance program. So the link's there. You could look at the website at your own, at your own time, and then if you go for it, put Tom Trips Out as how you heard of it, and then help support the channel. And then if you do the one in the country like I did, it's a 4-week thing, and then by like a week after that, you're already at working, and then you have an apartment close to that workplace, and then your life's going. Then you're cooking. Guess it was a little bit early. There's not many people in the live. Is anyone out there interested in teaching or moving here, or Vietnam? They already do Ho Chi Minh, and they're gonna, by the summertime, they're gonna maybe open up Hanoi too, for this teaching program I'm talking about. I have lots of friends in Hanoi too, so when they open up like a place there, I'll go there and make a video and just maybe stay there for a couple of weeks and show you the same stuff but in Hanoi. This mac and cheese is so good. The camera won't flip back. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. I guess I could have just bought a beer and then you get the mac and cheese then, as long as you buy anything. I got wings too coming. That was good. Seasoned with something, some kind of herb on top. Don't quite know, maybe rosemary or something. Who we got? We got 4 people. If you're new, I noticed it emptied out and now there's 4 people. If you're brand new, I got here and they told me this location doesn't do the spring rolls, but I got complimentary mac and cheese and a Carlsberg, and I got wings coming. I'm here to answer your questions about me or about Cambodia or teaching. If you want to support the channel, you could send over a super thanks, or if you're interested, over on my members, I have a members section, and there's 2 videos sitting there, and one's on Happy Pizza where they put us cannabis on pizza, and another one is about like laughing gas balloons that they sell in some bars. Because those are kind of adult and kind of racy, I have to. They live on my members section only. So if you want to see those special ones, you have to like join, watch them, and then unjoin, because you don't want to be recurring builds, like, cause I'm not really putting a lot there yet. I plan to soon. I'm starting to make plans for that. What I'm going to do soon, I think, is just start uploading videos to there and not even talking about it. And then they'll be like, oh, wow, thank you. I'll just start uploading videos to that members section often, and then there'll be like a dozen or like 15 or 20 videos there, and then I can start talking about it, like, go join, there's 20 videos there, and then I can start keep adding to it. Like, so I'm gonna start building the members page soon, but now there's 2 there if you just want to see those. So I got the wingies. Let's see here. They look good. They had all kinds of flavors. It's great music, but it's gonna get copyrighted. I won't be able to. It's gonna get flagged on YouTube. I chose lemon pepper so it's not so slimy, because I have to touch the phone a lot and stuff. Done really well. Crispy. Garage sale, look it up. They have an Instagram. I think it's Garage Sale Cambodia, because garage sale is pretty generic. You'll get a lot of. You gotta put Garage Sale Cambodia. You can see where I am. Jonathan says howdy. What's up? I saw them post here that they're having spring rolls with mac and cheese inside the spring rolls. But you have to come in, so you can't do delivery. So I came in. She said, "Oh, it's the other bar. Like they have another location." But it's Mac and Cheese Monday, so you get free mac and cheese if you buy anything. So I got wings and beer, and they gave me a mac and cheese, but I already ate it. You missed it, Jonathan. These are really good wings. I ordered lemon pepper. You can really taste the lemon. Like they obviously just squirted a real lemon all over it. So if you guys got questions, comments, I'm working now at a language center. I don't want to start saying names or what I make or anything like, but if it's really important to you for some reason, or you want to ask me that stuff, you can talk to me privately. But let's just say, like in the interview, they asked me they'll always ask you this, like, what do you expect to make, or it's sort of like, what's your minimum that you'll accept to work there, kind of. And I had set a number, and then a couple of days later I got the offer from them, and it was much higher, much more than what I said my number was. So I was happy. We'll just leave it at that. So it's good news. And they were taking pictures and filming when I was there teaching and doing a demo and doing other things with some other teachers. And then I've seen some of their newest ads. You can see me in the background. I'm like in the ads now. It was Chinese New Year this weekend. I don't know if you guys know that. So there's crazy drumming and partying up and down all the streets, and like a lot of people take today off on Monday. Without saying too much, like I had a student today in the morning, and they showed up because they had forgot to cancel it because of Chinese New Year. They had other plans, but so they showed up. But they had other arrangements, so they could only stay for like maybe 40 minutes, it's supposed to be an hour and a half. So because of Chinese New Year, we taught for like a half an hour, and then he had to go, and then that's it. And you still get your full thing, you still get your full pay as a teacher, because they need to cancel like 48 hours in advance in order to not be charged for it or whatever. So you can't like on the spot say I have to leave in a half an hour. It's like, cool, that's fine. And he knows he still has to pay or whatever, but so I did the important stuff, and we got like we did a power 35 minutes of power teaching. I gave him the rest for homework. Tom, yeah. I'm eating the wings wrong. Here we go. What are you supposed to do? Like snap it and then put the whole thing in and just pull it out, or something like that? I've got two of my subscribers are coming this month, at the end of this month, to do the AVSE course that I always talk about. And then I think there's 2 in March coming too. And so whenever a course first, they do it every month. And like 2 days before the course first starts, they have like an orientation night at a restaurant bar place, so everyone meets each other and they talk about it, and then like the next day it starts. So because I have like people that I've referred coming this month, maybe I'll go to that dinner and like get a video going with the people and see what they say and all that. Remove the top and bottom cartilage, then twist the bones and remove the meat. Remove from the meat. Jonathan says he misses Cambodia so much. I just nibble away. How's killer beat? In the show I played a few days ago, I posted a short like yesterday of the show, and it was an outdoor like patio. And what it is, I'm playing bass for this guy named Woody, and we're called Woody and the Frog Eaters. And it's because he's French, and most of the songs are in French. And that's one of his songs behind that video. And he's starting to plan, because he was pretty connected in his scene back in France. He was saying he could start planning a small tour through France for like next year, like next summer, 2025. And I was like, he's like, what do you think about that? And I was like, yeah, man, I've never been to France. So imagine if Tom Trips Out channel has a playlist on going on tour in France for like 10 days or something, coming back. And he's from there, so he probably has family, or he's connected in a bit more than if I just randomly showed up myself, or you know what I mean? We could probably weasel places to stay and all that. Don't throw away the cartilage. Oh, as he's saying, that's the best part. Real Cambodians eat the cartilage. They even, when you buy like barbecue chicken from the street, they'll sometimes even hack it up. And it feels like, why are they doing that? Because then every piece you have has like a sharp bone in there, or like there's shards of bone. It's because the Cambodians like to chew on the bones and get like the inside of it out, like the marrow, and they like to like chew on them for a while and crunch on them. In the cartilage. They eat all the organs and stuff here too, all the organ meats. So one of the next videos coming up. No, you guys aren't even talking that much. So recently I ordered a bunch of clothes from Facebook, and it's from local people around the city that they make their own little online store. Then they post pictures of what they have, and you kind of comment on the picture, and then they message you like, yeah, like how can I help you? And you're like, I like this one and this one from the picture, and this is my size. Then they deliver it to you, and you like pay them money in AVA. And you have to be careful. Like, you can do this with real stores too, like real clothing stores, and that's fine. I've done that a lot. It's always been fine. But there's like also like small business ones, like individuals are just doing their own little online store. And what they do is like the picture looks really nice, and then the product you actually get is like, it's like a really cheap simulation of what was in the picture. And sometimes the colors are not even totally right, and then the little label on it will be, the letters are jumbled around, so it's a different spelling, and like so anyways, I bought like 3 shirts and 2 shorts, and oh yeah, this hat was one of the things, and this hat is actually good, so it's not always bad. This hat is like good. It feels like solid quality. Like, I think it's actually Levi's. I saw another thing. I almost bought these Levi's shirts, but because I just got like the clothes I just bought that I told you I bought, there was problems with it. You'll see in the video I make. But so then I saw more clothes online, and they were like Levi's shirts, kind of like the one I'm wearing here, but they had short sleeves. This one's cut off at the shoulder, but cool denim Levi's shirts, like, but they were different colors. And then I zoom in on the picture on the little red tag, you know, that they always have on Levi's. that little red tag thing, and you zoom in, and it said L. It was like the letters were jumbled up, LIVES or something. I don't know. They took two of the letters and switched the places of it in the word. And the material on the ones that I ordered, that I did get, they felt like a tablecloth, or like, you know when you get like a children's Halloween costume from the dollar store and you feel that material, it's like the most extremely synthetic like shit you could feel. Like that's what it's printed on. So it's almost like they take a nice shirt and they just print a picture of that onto some really synthetic material and they send that to you. Like, but it was cheap anyway. It's like these shirts are like $6 each or whatever. And actually, two of them still look good on me, but then when you touch it, you're like, oh my god, it feels like so shit. And then one of them I can't even wear. It's so bad. You'll see in the video. And the shorts, they come and I go to put them on, and I can only pull them up like halfway up my thighs, and they can't go anymore. I can't even get them up to my waist. And I ordered size 32, and that's what I've even ordered jeans here that are 32 before. So I messaged them and they swapped it, and I was like, give me a 36. Like I didn't even go up one size, I went up two. I was like, give me a 36, and they swapped it with 36, and those fit. But the zipper on them, the zipper fly, feels so cheap. It's like a zipper from a children's coin purse or something, and they put it on jeans. So if you're just being quick and aggressive, and you're like, while you zip it up, you're kind of having the weight of the pants on it while you zip it up, it's gonna break right off. So now I hold both sides and I carefully zip it up every time, because I know I'll rip the zipper right off if I'm not careful. Keep it real. Hey Tom, good to see you doing with both your music and a bit of teaching. Yeah. I keep living the dream. And then I'm like, remember, I already thought I was sort of living the dream, and then I'm like, you know what, my days are too empty, I need more structure, it'd be nice to work part-time. And then, guess what, found that too. It's only been like a week though, so we'll see if I can keep it going. So far, like after I do it, then they go and ask the student how did it go and if they like me or whatever. And so far, no one said any complaints about me. A lot of people here have like a lot of the teachers that they had working there, I guess, and around, are mostly like from the UK or Australia or South Africa, and they all have an accent. And there's some students that are really adamant that they don't want a teacher that has an accent. And then I stumble in like, are you guys hiring? I'm from North America. And they're just like, come right in. Like, so I'm getting the odds and ends of like people that maybe they have odd hours, they can't join a full class. Like I'm doing a lot of one-on-one teaching actually. A few of them are online and one of them's on site in person. And you might be like, well, that's weird, but it's like, I'm looking for part-time, so it's like ideal. I found a place that's giving me a really higher than I was asking for hourly rate, and they're offering me students here and there, and that's like exactly what I wanted. And it's kind of like a group or a single student like sort of comes into play, and then they ask, then I get the offer like, hey, would you want to take on this student? It would be Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time, and then I can just be like, no, I'm not available that time or whatever. Then they just ask someone else. So they just keep on offering me more students. It's only been like a week and a half, but now I have one girl twice a week and one guy once a week and another guy 3 times a week. So that's 9 hours a week, and that's enough. So I probably won't take on any more students unless if it's like perfect, if they're like, oh, he only wants once a week and it's like right after your other student. And I'm all set up already and have everything plugged in and it's like, okay, let's do one more night. But I probably won't take on any more unless it's super convenient. So I'm proof it's possible. Everyone's like, oh, no one's hiring now. It's like, throw your thing out there. Jonathan's asking, is it a morning job? Well, I told them I only want mornings. They're open from like 8 a.m. till like 8 p.m. So there's stuff could happen at any time in between there. So one of my students is from like 1 till 2:30 in the afternoon. So you could call it a morning job if I only accept the people that want to learn in the morning. Like every time they offer me an afternoon, I could just say, no, I can't do that. And the way it works, like a whole month goes by, and they have a program they use that's like clocking your hours. And at the end of the month, you kind of just go, okay, submit that in. And it kind of sends them a thing for that month, what you did. And then, it takes like a week or whatever. So it's like a week into the next month, they pay you for that previous month. So I'm going to have to wait till like March. I'm going to have to wait like another month from now or whatever. Like it's going to be another 5-6 weeks before I get a check. So here I am like, wow, it's so great and everything. Yeah, let's wait till the check lands in my hand before we start celebrating. It looks like a really awesome place, so I'm happy about it. Yeah, I've been lucky. Keeping It Real says, doing well, yeah. I've been lucky. It's like, you have to like think about what you want and focus on that and just keep going towards it. The universe will manifest it. And along the way, there'll be like challenges where you could be presented with things that are like testing you if you're even ready to accept that new life or that manifestation, and can you rise to the occasion and show that you're ready for that? And then you realize all these hurdles were just steps building your skill set and your readiness for when it finally all happens, and then the universe rewards you, and you can have everything you want. Yeah, Jonathan says there's lots of part-time jobs from 5 to 7. It's just because that's where people will do like an after school, like they'll go to normal school and then they do extra English classes like in the evening. That's common. They offered me at where I am now, they offered me a 6:30 till 8, like 3 times a week, and I said I can't do that because especially one of the days was Friday. I often play gigs on Friday, so I can't be like across town at 8 o'clock. Usually sound checking at 7 or something. You guys have any more questions?
You don't think it is too early for that?
Yeah, same here. Keep It Real said they celebrated Chinese New Year. Yeah, it was crazy here the last few days. Even today is still part of it. A lot of people take today off, like it's part of Chinese New Year still. I had to go in today for my lesson. I'm so new there. I haven't gone in yet early in the morning, so I don't know what the traffic is like. So I went extra early. And there was like no traffic at all. And I was like, wow, this is going to be so great having to go in. But I realized it's like partly a holiday. So no one's out on the road. That's why. I have to go back Wednesday. Now I'll get slammed. Just going to check my battery here. We're good. We're good. Yeah, like all this like big flatbed trucks pull up, and the people get off dressed up in all the colorful Chinese New Year stuff, where they're all different segments of a dragon, and one guy has the head on it, and they do like a dance. And there's all these other people like banging drums really loud. And I live like really close to the nightlife area, so it was just they would do it for like 20 minutes and then drive around to like a different block in a street over there and then do it again. But I'm pretty central, so I could hear it in the distance like 3 or 4 or 5 times. And one of the times it was like right beside me. You know, and part of me was like, oh, you should go down there and make a video of that. And it's just so, I hate that, like crushed up crowds and loud noises. I'm like, get me out of there. So sorry, I didn't I didn't go film it. And at this job, they give me all the material, like workbook and worksheets that the student has to do, and then also PowerPoints that go along with that stuff. And I just have to prepare. I kind of go through it for a half an hour or an hour ahead of time and think of ways that we can turn one of these activities into more fun of a game, kind of, instead of just writing the letter A and multiple choice or whatever. Like, okay, these are your out, like make it into a kind of a game. It's easier in person to do that actually, but online is a little more trickier. But so I'm not like having to totally create like from scratch, like what am I going to teach this person? It's like it's all in an outline, it's all given to me and all that stuff. It's just I have to kind of, it's more like a skeleton. I need to add some my own flavor to it and make it interesting. And sometimes there's maybe too much there, and I have to choose what's important and be like, okay, we can skip that little part, like whatever. Let's focus more on this important section. So it's your job as the teacher to kind of do that. And then along the way, you have to always keep. What do they call that again? You ask the student questions to make sure that they're actually absorbing what you told them. Because you're like, okay, and you get to the end of the section, okay, and you're good with that, and then just be like, yeah, yeah. You got to be like, okay, you are. So then tell me again, if it was like this, and you're saying she, would you say it was or it is? You know what I mean? And see And then they go, and then you're like, oh, so you didn't really have it. Gregorio, hey. Oh, you must be excited. You were so upset you missed the last live, Gregorio. I'm at garage sale, and they're not doing the spring rolls at this location. But I got wings and I got free mac. On Mondays they give out free mac and cheese if you buy anything, and popcorn. Tom, do you ride a scooter to get around, or pay each time for tuk-tuk? I do tuk-tuks. I'm worried like one fall and I'll just be like limping forever. I just don't even want to. I'm way more open to it now though. When I first came I was like no way at all, but now I would. I think maybe in 4 or 5 months I'm going to move apartments to something nicer. And you know, if there's a nice like open spot for me to, it's like, and here's the elevator, here's your keys, and there's your parking spot. You know, and usually I go, oh, it's okay, I don't have a motorbike, but I'll be like, oh, okay, there's my parking spot, and then I'll go buy, maybe I'll get a bike. I wouldn't get anything, it's not going to be a Harley. It's going to be a little fart machine, a little toot around the corner with it. I'm not into it. I'm not into like Need for Speed. Vibing to Destiny's Child here. That's the one thing when at the school I work at now, if they need me to come in, it's like $2 each way in the tuk-tuk. But right now, half of them I just stay at home and do it online. I don't know if I mentioned that about this school. Their courses are offered like sometimes online and sometimes in person. So I've got 3 people that I teach them just one-on-one, like separately. And some of them I see a few times a week, and some of them only once or twice a week. And 2 of these people are online, and 1 guy I have to go in. I've been lucky too. The students are really great. Like when they're already very clever, or they remember things. Like they make a little mistake and you could talk about it and correct them, and then later on the same type of tricky thing comes up, and this is now like 40 minutes later that they might have forgot that. And now, like 40 minutes later, near the end of the lesson, the same little trick is coming up in another exercise, and she gets to it and just nails it perfectly. And I'm like, how did you know that? And she's like, that's what we talked about at the beginning or whatever. And I was like, yeah, like yes. You know, when you have a student that's like, yes. They're with it, and they're like smart and clever, and they're trying. Sometimes, also and what I'm talking about, this student is like, I'm not sure exactly, but she's like a 9-year-old girl or a 10-year-old girl, and she's really good. And what I was gonna say is, even if we get to something where I'm like, what about this? Have you heard of this before? And she's like, no, and then I'll be like, well, remember the thing we talked about yesterday, and then remember this? Well, what if you were in this situation? And she kind of, just from that kind of, you're trying to kind of incite to make them think about what the answer would be or whatever. And so I'll say something that's kind of like setting the scene so she could take a good guess. And when she guesses, she's right, like almost every time. She'd be like, I don't know, like this, and I'm like, yes, that's right. So So far it's been like really going good. Because you could imagine like the opposite. Like, hey, do you remember what a pronoun is? And the person is like sleeping, or they just go, "Meh, I don't like no," or whatever. Like if they're not, can't get anything out of them, or like it could be a lot worse. So I have some really good students. And then like, you know, the material is the same no matter who's their teacher. So I'm trying to make it like make it fun and not so serious, and like for her because she's so young, especially too, making jokes and that stuff. It was good. I did a good move too. Like last night, I'm in a Telegram thread with my school, that girl's dad, and me. So we can talk about, oh, here's the link for Zoom, or we're, you know, if you need to tell each other things about scheduling or whatever. And I had sent her homework through Zoom, like the last time I saw her. I was like, work on this for the next time. And I guess she didn't save it from the chat, and then I closed the Zoom meeting, and now that file she can't find it anywhere. So the dad puts in that thread, and then remember, this is going to my school and the bosses, and I'm in it, and the dad's like, my daughter told me that she was assigned homework and now she can't find it. And this is like 9 p.m. last night. And you know, I could be in any state in my free time like that at night. And just instantly, it was like seconds later, like ding, I pick up my phone and I just start writing right away. Don't worry, I can send it to you right here. And then it's just boom, it's there. And then he was so happy, like, wow, thank you, teacher. Now this is great. She loves doing her homework. And I said, that's great. I'm here if you need anything. I put this emoji. And then it's like, crisis averted. And then my school, their phones are all dinging off, right? They're reading the whole thing. So then they're thinking, oh shit, the dad's chiming in now. And then they see me just boom, boom, handle it. Here you go, boom. Yeah, I'm here if you need anything. And then, so nailed that situation. That was good. Thank God I didn't delete it. Like what I did, there's like I have her workbook in a PDF, and I went to like a perfect section and I did a screenshot around these 2 exercises that would be really good for homework. And the screenshot saves to the desktop, and I kind of sent it in Zoom. And then now it's been like 2 days or so, and now the dad's saying, where is it? And like if I had just deleted that, like cleaning up my desktop, luckily it was just still sitting there where I had it. So I just dragged it into. So the moral of that story is don't delete that stuff, even stuff you think you're not going to use anymore, because they might need a copy again. I've been saving everything in good folders and everything because I know they're going to ask me for something and I'm going to like choke or something, you know. You got to manage your files really well, you know. And then then out of the blue, like a parent is like, where's that homework? I'm like, boom, girl's name, homework, number 1, there it is, snap. Anything else? Sounds great, Tom. The universe has provided because you work towards what you desired and you sound very happy. Yeah, I know all that stuff sounds crazy, but if you were to describe the story of it working for somebody over like a 3-year period, it's like my story follows it kind of. I got laid off like when the lockdown happened, so I went from absolutely nothing, and I came here totally by myself, and everything I have is just from sheer like determination and going for it, and like thinking about it every day, and you take steps towards succeeding. Like don't get drunk every day or waste all your money because you have a bigger goal like in mind all the time. Like, I think it helps that I'm old. Like, a lot of people coming here to do this life are more like 23, or I'm turning 38 to have a bit more maturity in like managing my goals, I guess. Or I've already had that decade of not achieving them, you know what I mean? So I've already wasted that time. Yeah, it was like everything. Like I wanted to travel, so I thought I'd come to Cambodia, and I wanted to be an English teacher, and I did that. And then I wanted to play music. I really missed doing bands. And then I found playing in bands. And then what else? Oh, yeah, and then I wanted to see if I could ever be freelance and not have to have a job. And I've been doing that for 8 months, and I haven't lost any money. I haven't like gained a lot either. I've just been like treading water, but it lasted like 8 months. And then I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a part-time job that would just be perfect? It's like everything I think of and really try to work towards, like, you can make it happen in Cambodia. And then now my goal that I have in mind is having a really like cool apartment that I love. That's like, imagine like you just feel like happy for yourself every time you open the door and walk in your apartment. Like, sick, like this is awesome. Like I want like a nice apartment. And when you get a level like that, they're usually serviced, which means it gets cleaned like once a week by somebody. And that's the other reason I wanted a part-time job, to like elevate myself a bit. Because as I'm getting older, I want to like look around and be like, yeah, I'm like doing it. I'm where I want to be. And that my apartment now is a little bit like basic, or a little bit below basic, like a little bit. And with the amount of like stuff I'm trying to do, and it seems to be working, like why not try to get a good apartment? Or what I might do is sign up just for 6 months, so in case it all goes bad, I don't have to commit to so long on a heavy rent like that. But the universe stuff, it has to be more than just, I thought it'd be nice if I could do that. It's like, and it has to be even more than you want it. It has to be like actually right for you, and you show the universe that you're ready and it's right for you by overcoming obstacles and challenges on your way to trying to achieve it, and then like that kind of thing. So if you're someone that just wants it, as soon as you have a few problems in a row, you're going to instantly say it's not worth it, and that's it. You have to just be dead set on it. When I went to the interview for this school I'm working at now, I had to do a trial lesson in front. So I'm walking in the first time I've been in the building, and I have to go in front of a class of 20 adults, and I was teaching them business English about telephone etiquette and also writing business emails and all the vocabulary that goes along with that for an hour and a half. And I was walking into that like really nervous, like, and I felt like that was like a thing I had to rise up and like take that and just crush it, and like I did. Now I'm the guy. Now I got the job. Whatever. That's enough about talking about myself too much now. When you're in line with the universe, it flows like that. You start to feel it. Yeah, the other thing was I wanted like my YouTube to like grow and hit 1,000. I'm at like 7,000. So there's however many I was numbering things I was trying to manifest. I've got like 6 or 7 things I did in 2 years. One thing too, I really miss having a cat. I've always wanted, and I just don't have one because I don't want to commit if I'm moving around and I'm not really stable. And a few months ago, I was walking around a temple, and this cat started following me everywhere. And he's like, I really bonded with this cat. It just sticks to me and follows me. Even if I was to like lightly jog away, it would quickly follow me and go right by my feet and look and meow at me. And I've never given it food. It just like loves me. And so I go back. I visited it like maybe 15, 20 times, like every other day, or if I'm walking around, it's very close to me. So I'll choose a route that walks down that street, and I'll pop into the temple. And sometimes I go there and he's not there because he's in one of the buildings or what. Like I have to be lucky that he's right outside when I come in. But whenever he's there, he'll run right up to me. So like I was sort of like envisioning and wanting, and I had an intention that I wanted a cat and stuff really badly. And then that I have one in my life now, I can go visit at the temple. Like, so even little things like that have been manifesting for me. Keep It Real says, I've ever thought of teaching bass guitar. Yeah, you can. Like the guy Woody in my other band, he teaches at a music center. It's like a music store and music school at the same time, kind of. But just bass is not a popular thing. Like I could go pick up. What it would be is like, it's not like there's be 10, 20 students knocking on their door asking for bass. No one does. You know, so they would have one or two. But yeah, why don't I take those one or two? And the rate is like 15 or 17 an hour usually, something like that at those music places. Which over here is a lot of money. No. No thanks. Pretty soon I'm gonna go. So we got 10 people in here. I was gonna go soon, I think. You guys got anything else you want to ask, or you could like name a topic you want me to talk about for 10 minutes? I still got battery. Let me see here. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah, I still got battery, so this is the last call for saying stuff. Or if you wanna help support the channel and what I do, you can. There's a $ icon. You can help send support to the channel. Or some free ways you could like or share or check out my playlists and just watch. I've got ones going back like 2 years, checking out Batambang or Kep or Kampot, or went to an alligator farm. There's like all kinds of cool adventures I've done in the last 2 years, and in the last like 3 months I've gotten most of my subscribers now, but you might have not even known like 2 years ago I was doing lots of cool little trips. Angkor Wat and Siem Reap, and so go hit up the playlist. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And if you want to move abroad and you don't know, you want to look into how to get started, just check out the link in the description. Put Tom Trips out. All right. Until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.